Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Chat. Let's have a conversation about good old wrestling. So, here's my thing. I I have just started watching WWE again. I stopped watching. It kind of got boring. It kind of got, for me, for a while there, every pay per view, it seemed like almost every match ended in disqualification. It was just, there was controversy for everything. And I know you're supposed to have that for wrestling, but it feels like you're trying to jam pack something that it doesn't need that much. Where this is where AEW excels, where they just wrestle. They have good matches. You know, I will say that, I feel like AEW could probably use a few more disqualifications. I think they've maybe had 3, 4 max. So, I mean, it just. I feel like WWE is going to excel, and I think it's going to happen rather quickly. I praise Vince McMahon. I don't agree with what he's done as regards to all this legal issue, but that's not what I'm here to talk about. I praise Vince McMahon. He built something amazing. He did a great job doing it, but he did kind of fall into this. He needed to be more fresh. He needed to be what NXT was when Triple H was leading it. So now that Triple H has taken the helm and Shawn Michaels is there, I see it getting better. Now, I know it's going to take time. I know it's not going to happen right away. They have storylines they were doing. They got to continue them through. I know that you will notice changes, rather quickly, but it's not going to be major things. Like the first thing I noticed, the very first thing was Michael Cole and his commentary at SummerSlam. It was amazing. Like, he did such a good job. That commentary, especially like when, Brock Lesnar lifted up the ring and jacked it up, and they just started freaking out. Like, they legitimately sounded like they're like, whoa. And I understand they didn't know what was going to happen. I get that. So that kind of feeds into it. That makes it better, because when the commentary doesn't know something big like that's going to happen, you get a natural reaction, and it makes it that much better for the viewer. So I have to applaud Michael Cole. I have to applaud Corey Graves. All of them is sitting there. They did such a good job. So another thing now, let's jump over to AEW. So AEW is kind of in a tight spot. Warner Brothers are tightening their grasp on them. They're trying to make them tone down the language. They got to bring MJF back. I know they are. I can't say I know they are. So, I'm confident that MJF is going to be back here in the next few weeks because, with AEW up to renew their television contract, they need the ratings, and the moment MJF comes back, the ratings are going to skyrocket. I love CM Punk. I love him. I love him as much as I love Daniel Bryan. But I think that wow factor of them being wrestling again has kind of calmed down. And when the first time CM Punk came back and the first time Daniel Bryan, everything exploded. Their ratings exploded. Everything. But now that they've been around for a while, I feel like, it's kind of calmed down. Yeah, you still get them spurts, but you need something fresh. You need something new. And, they have a lot of wrestlers on their roster. And unfortunately, I feel like they're kind of wasting quite a few of them. They have really good talent. Love it or hate it, but I think AEW has too many wrestlers. They need to kind of cut back some. They have great talent, but you only got so much time during the week. And with that being said, you can only fit so many people, so many storylines. Wardlow, you barely see him anymore. He just had a match. There's a lot going on. And there's just not enough time in a week to fit this many wrestlers. And now I understand people are going to say, well, they have to boost Ring of Honor. That's great. But right now, you get the disgruntledness from the wrestlers. If they don't know what their situation is, or if they don't know what's going to happen, they're going to get amped up. They're going to get worked up, and they're not going to be happy. So, and that's kind of what's going on right now. So, and MJF is going to be coming back. So once that happens, I mean, things are going to take off. So what do you go from there? Because then at that point, MJF is going to get a bunch of TV time. I mean, I love them. I'm pissed that Brian Cage stopped showing up on TV. Everybody calls him just like a meathead. No. These guys are all wrestlers. I am not anti-WWE. I'm not anti-AEW. I am a fan. And this channel is meant to be for fans. I'm not here to hate. I'm not here to, I'm not here to bash anyone. I'm going to call it down the middle how I see it. So if AEW, I feel like it's not doing that great of a job, I'm going to call it out. WWE, same thing. But, for instance, there was a match this week where you could tell, Dustin Rhodes, their timing wasn't 100%. But who cares? They're wrestlers. I mean, the fact that him at his age can do what he can do, I mean, it's insane. So their timing's off a little bit. The match felt a little wonky. Okay. People can make mistakes. Put yourself in their shoes, running a full sprint, having to remember everything going on while you have all these fans yelling and screaming at you. And you have, oh, you suck. Yeah. I mean, you have all this going on, and you have to remember your next move, your next spot, your next position. There's a lot. I'm surprised they do as good as they do. I give them all the props in the world. People can make mistakes. I'm never going to hate on a wrestler for making a mistake. So, it is what it is. So, I kind of wanted just to take this time and kind of just go over just a little bit and just give a little touch-in of how I feel, in regards to the whole AEW, WWE and their positions and whatnot, and bring up the whole MJF. So, yeah. That was just my opinion. Like it, hate it. But at the end of the day, we're fans. I see a lot on Facebook. Everybody, oh, the Acclaim sucks. Oh, I hate their rapping. That's good. That means they're entertaining. You have wrestlers you hate and you have wrestlers you love. When you start turning off the TV when a wrestler comes on, that's when it's bad. But even at that, I'm here to be entertained. I love the Acclaimed. I love Red Velvet. Jade Cargill is just amazing. I love Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins. I mean, The Miz. And let me tell you, I still want to see The Miz and MJF team up or go against one another. That would be a feud, or that would be one hell of a team, even if they hated each other and they were on a team. Kind of like Kane and Daniel Bryan when they first started. That would be nuts. Thank you guys for tuning in to Let's Chat. I'm your host, Ryan. I just wanted to put a little bit out there, and I appreciate your time. You guys make this channel what this is. Thank you. I know I only got 6-7 subscribers. It's time to see if we can boost that a little bit. Have a good day. Subscribe, share, follow, ring the bell. Thank you very much.